Bonjour YouTube, bonjour Twitch, bonjour tout le monde. Donc, aujourd'hui, un petit vidéo quand même assez particulier. J'ai fait un live à un moment donné, puis j'étais en train de faire un review d'un de mes propres gameplays. Puis voici les notes que j'avais sur cette game-là. Drôlement, j'ai rentré par après parce que, comme je dis dans toutes mes vidéos, j'étais encore débutant à ce jeu-là. Ça fait à peu près 3 semaines que j'ai commencé à jouer, puis je veux m'améliorer. Puis là, ce que j'ai fait, c'est que j'étais allé chercher des ressources un peu sur Internet. Je suis tombé sur des serveurs Discord, tout ça. Puis là, ben, il y a un Conqueror One, je crois, qui a react à un de mes vidéos, de mes gameplays, justement. Puis ça donne que c'est celui-là que j'ai moi-même reviewé. Voici les notes que moi j'avais pris. Fait que dans le fond, one big mistake I did was I saw that Byzantine player was building a barrack and I didn't do anything about it. I should have expected a spearman rush, but I didn't. Second mistake, huge mistake I did was I built a house like near the gold that I was actually getting harassed from. Then another mistake I made was splitting onto 2 gold. I should have walled early. I didn't. A lot of issues with my macro management after I've reviewed my own game. I should have moved my villager around and gather more food maybe, so I could have been able to keep producing unit. And last mistake I noticed was produce unit, and I think I should have produced more knight. But playing the game, when I was playing the game, my brain was going like all sort of direction. I was building archers because I saw the spearman. Then he started to build horsemen, so I went spearman, and I should have just went knight all the way. Donc en gros c'est ça un peu les erreurs que j'ai faites. Donc j'ai pas réagi à sa baraque, j'ai bâti une maison complètement pas à bonne place, j'ai splitté sur 2 gold mes villageois. J'aurais dû builder des wall early, je l'ai pas fait pour me défendre un peu. La gestion de mes villageois était pas bonne, puis j'ai pas produit assez de knight. So now let's see what Papercut has to say about that. So this is like the 3rd game of his review. I will link his original video in the description below. So je pense que j'ai pas besoin de le dire, c'est un serveur anglais, c'est un joueur anglais. Donc c'est pour ça que cette vidéo-là va être un petit peu plus anglais, je pense, que français, contrairement à mes autres vidéos. Donc here we go. Let's see what Papercut has to say about this game.
And on our last replay review of the set here.
So this is me.
We have, I don't know if it's Bear Rock or Beer Rock.
Bear Rock was the right pronunciation.
Playing the French. He's a gold 3 player. He said he's kind of recently picked up the game and playing it. He was interested in getting some tips on his gameplay, and he's against a Byzantine player on Nagari. So this is a classic where I think no one's gonna fish, which is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Gold, hell, even plat, probably not.
Fishing for me at least right now is too much. I can't think of early aggression, aging up quickly, macroing my villagers, and like microing my knights when I go harass, and also build like a dock with fishing boats and stuff. Like, it's too much for me right now. That's too much.
Don't need to mess with fishing. That's something you can add as you start climbing up into plat. But this is usually a map where both sides would fight over fishing, funny enough. But I have a feeling that won't happen. So we have French versus Byzantine. Now normally this matchup is set up where the French player is hyper aggressive with knights, trying to go into an archers, into rams. The Byzantine is trying to survive until their eco kind of pops and they can push back and beat the French player. So it kind of depends on how good is the French player's diving and aggression and Vil attacking versus how good is the Byzantine player's defense?
Usually, I'm pretty good at harassing early and keep producing like knights and archers and just feudal all in. That's usually what I do. I find that in Gold League, especially, players struggle a lot with like good age up time. Well, actually, I'm not like the best at it. I didn't have any like proper build at that point in my gameplay, and I went and looked around at some like French guide, build order, stuff like that, because this is one thing I noticed too. My age up is kind of late for what I can see with French. You should start to age up around 215 and have your first night at like between 412 and 420. I think you should have your first night out and start harassing. So this game, I know that I aged up late. I don't know what happened, but I think I macroed something was wrong with my macro there, my villagers and stuff. I think I put some villager on wood after I have my 3 on gold and 9 on food, or I don't know what happened exactly. I don't remember. But, yeah.
And how good do they set up their eco? Because the Byzantine eco is better than the French eco, but they have to
it is
successfully set it up, defend it. Excuse me, I'm going to be coughing a little bit, just still recovering from an illness. So
the gold was really far there too.
Let's speed up a little bit here. So Bjork did warn me that what happened here is the Byzantine player rushed him, and he was surprised, and he lost. So I'm interested to see how well is he scout. Okay, so first indication, you see a barracks before. Does it mean any spears? Okay, going now. So you see a barracks before he's aged up, and he's just going.
Yeah,
to
I did
so
see it.
Tell you, spearman rush coming. What's the spearman rush? The purpose of the spearman rush? It is to get your gold. First of all, already there is an issue with your age up. So look what you did. You know you have a perfectly.
Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I put 8. I think I put like 9 on food before I start rallying on gold. What I should have done is 7 on food, 3 on gold, then rally on food again until I age up. Usually wood comes after I age up.
If you hit 400 food and 200 gold at the same time, but currently you're on wood, you don't have enough gold, and you have way too much food. So what you need to do instead is, one, I would look up a French opening build order. So I'd go to YouTube,
French build order, yeah.
Build order AoE4.
It's actually what I had to do.
Any of them will do, even old ones, because it's probably still the same. So just to make sure that you are efficiently getting to feudal as fast as possible. You don't want to do this thing what's taking you too long to get to feudal. Especially as French, it is vital you're hitting feudal quickly, so you can then put the pressure on and be attacking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm supposed to be the harasser, not the harassed.
I would send a couple extra vills to gold, because you want to get as much gold as possible till they show up. And if he only shows up with 1 spear, you can just fight him with your vills. But if he shows up with like 3 or 4 spears and a tower, then you want to get enough gold to get a few upgrades back up, and then adjust from there. So he has 1 spear, right? Oh, a second spear's coming. Okay, in this case, then yeah, you need to. Why are you dropping a house right there?
Exactly what I said. Why? What was I thinking? Why build a house there? Another mistake I noticed. Great. That's why you review your own gameplay.
Please tell me you don't actually build the house there.
No, I don't. I'll cancel it and build
Don't
it
do
somewhere
that. He's
else.
gonna burn the house down. So what do you do in this situation? Let's see what he does.
Lot on wood.
You-
See, I got scared of the spearman on the gold, so what did I do? I didn't want my villager to be idle, so I put them on the wood. Why? I don't know yet.
4 on food. 4 on food to consistently make villagers. Immediate archery range.
Yeah, immediate archer range, because
Is he building a tower?
I've seen
No
all the
tower.
spearmen.
So literally all you need to do. No, don't do this. It's a waste.
What did I say? What did I say? Do not split on 2 golds. That was another my mistake.
Time. One, I would have kept my scout near base because I want to see if he makes a tower. If he doesn't make a tower, all you need to do is make 2 or 3 archers, go back out, tower it, and get on gold, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Doing this is just a waste of time. You're gonna
time and
take your
resources
gold back here anyway. It's a waste of resources. Because now he's gonna show up with spirits. Like, what? You're making your archers. Why are you? Just be patient for a second.
Yeah.
He hasn't even aged up yet. You have time. You just wasted 50 wood on a mining camp. What are you doing? Okay, where do your archers need to be? Protecting the gold, right?
Exactly. I didn't notice that when I watched my own gameplay, but now that I've seen it and with the little bit more experience I gained since this game, I can see that I produced Archer, but where the fuck are they right now? They're on the other gold. Why am I still on this gold? I need to pick one. I need to pick one. Like, this is a huge mistake. I'm still splitting on 2 gold. I should have just picked one and go all in on this one. Like he said, go there with the archers, clean the spearman, build a tower, and then you're safe. I can have my gold.
They down here. They should just be here. You're trying to get your gold back. Keep your archers near the gold. If he tries to raid your wood line with spearmen, he's gonna get hit by TC. So just keep him by the gold. Mm-hmm. Keep getting wood, drop a tower, and then start making knights with your archers. Protect the spot you need. There you go. There you go. Nice, 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 nice. Why are we on this goal down here?
Because my villagers are there. That's the thing. In my mind, I was kind of switching to this gold instead. So I wanted to put my archers there, but I do the same freaking mistake again. I go back on this gold. My villagers are on the one here at the bottom. There. My villagers and my archers are there. So this gold is protected now. Let go of this one. I should have just let go of this one.
What's the point?
But now I put back my archers there. What was I thinking during this game? I don't know.
Farther from your base.
I actually don't know.
Take this one. No, why are we splitting between 2 golds now? Okay, I like this. Coming back, we're gonna be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
He should not be on the berries right now. You have 2 horsemen, 3 horsemen. Push him off the berries.
Yeah.
Just keep making archers. The game plan here is pretty simple. His rush didn't actually do that well. It really didn't. All you have to maybe make sure is that you don't.
But I was still panicking. I know the push or rush, whatever he tried to do with the spearmen, didn't work that well. But I don't know. Still being like a noob at this game, I guess I just panicked and like all game long I did a lot of little mistakes that cost me the game because I was panicking and I didn't know what to do because my usual game plan got like scrapped early because of the push and I didn't react the proper way, I guess. So yeah. I need to expect that kind of things to happen, you know? I cannot go into every game and be like, oh, this is how the game's gonna play out, you know? Like, I can't just be feudal, like rush feudal as quick as possible, then knight, harass, and like, no, of course, the opponent is gonna try something differently sometimes, you know? Like this rush, or I don't know, English with the white tower rush, or, you know, stuff like that. So I need to be actually prepared, and I need to have another plan, like a plan B if plan A goes to shit.
Don't overreact. So you have plenty of resources. Just start making knights, start making archers. Pick 1 gold mine to stay at and
pick
push.
1 gold mine, yeah, for sure.
This gold mine down here, if you're gonna push down this way, you're actually protecting it by just being aggressive on the south side.
Yeah.
So that's fine. And then what you can do is you can drop mills on the side here and get the shoreline fish. Or you can take berries because we're about to run out of sheep.
I think I do that on Wasteland because Wasteland has a lot of little puddles of water and fish. You just put a meal near the fish, and your villager can gather them. And I think it's one of the fastest way to gather food. It's like boar, deer, sheep, fish, deer, sheep. I don't remember the exact order, but something like that.
What sucks is that this north side has the food that you'd want.
Yeah.
Deer, boar, things like that. But you do have a deer back up here. But anyway, just attack. Like the weakness of these rushes is that if they doesn't delay you long enough, they've actually opened themselves up to a huge counter attack.
Yeah, he opened himself to a huge counter attack, but I have nothing to counter attack with.
Making knights
at this point.
Okay, so Byzantines attack the berries, especially if they do the winery like this.
That's one thing too. I don't. At this point, I didn't know Byzantine at all, and after this game, I did some research on Byzantine, and I learned that berries is what you would want to attack first.
Attack the berries. Okay, horsemen show up. Need all these archers. Attack his berries, they're right there.
Yeah, that's one thing. Macroing between two spots.
Watch your camera here for a second. Okay, got the tower up, love it. Don't have more than 5 vills there. Or put up a second tower. Run. So anything I try to horseman archer is the counter to horseman spear is the counter to knight archer. You just need more knights. If you can get enough knights, you have a good amount of archers right now. You just need more knights. You're gonna add.
Oh yeah, that's another mistake I didn't notice. Why did I build a barrack? I thought he was going horseman.
Spearmen. I'm kind of against this because you're making less knights.
Yeah.
But also a couple spearmen do really help in stopping the horsemen. I just don't overdo the spearmen. Make like 4 or 5 spearmen, but then you should be mostly doing knights.
That's the thing I think I will overdo.
Make more knights, make archers, you'll be fine.
More knights,
if you go too heavy into spearmen, you're playing into what they want to do. Okay, so when you have a moment here, pause.
That's one thing too. Totally blacked out about my economic upgrade.
Just look at your stuff. You're making villagers, great. Look at your eco. What do you have a lot of? What do you need more of? I'm gonna make archers and spearmen. I need more wood, great. I need to keep making knights. I need my upgrades. Get wheelbarrow. You got double rod axe, great. Get wheelbarrow. Get horticulture. You're gonna be on berries, and then blacksmith, great. Get arrow attack. Get arrow defense, great. But like get your upgrades as well. Spend your resources. The key to playing well is spending your resources. Always be making units, always be making villagers. I don't like you splitting between 2 gold mines. Don't do that. Just make a second tower and have 10 villagers on this gold. Okay, now we're gonna go harass. I would honestly bring all my units, but maybe you want to wait for the spearmen first. Always be making units. So the fact right now you have no units queued is a huge issue. You have no knights queued, you have no archers queued. Queue units at all times. I put all of my units on 4.
Okay, so that's what I do. I put them on 8, I think, because it's one of my mouse button, like on the side here. I really like those buttons here on the side. So that's pretty much what I do. I put all my production buildings on 8, and I put my town center on 9. So I cycle through my mouse button with my thumb, like they're actually one here and one here, kind of. So I just do that, and I can see what's being produced. But yeah, I totally kind of blacked out there, and I did not produce anything.
But so when you have a moment, look at your ES, get your resources. Always be making. Just make it. Wait for the spearmen first. Or archers queued. Queue units at all times.
Queue units at all times.
Units on 4.
That's one thing I struggled with a lot early on, because this game happened like weeks ago, I think. So I was still in my really early learning phase of AoE 4. So yeah, a lot of mistakes here. And after this one, I'm gonna do a gameplay review because spoiler alert, I actually climbed a little bit, and so I want to show another game and like do a comparison of those two.
And then part of my like cycle I'm always doing, I'm making villagers. I click 4, I tab. You can click tab to tab the options. I'm making units. Always be making units. You want to spend your resources. Good catch here. Nice. See, and this is why you don't want to make spearmen, because these longbows are going to tear them up. I don't like the angle you took on that. You need to go down
micro mistake here.
Because these horsemen will chase, and this is the issue of harassing if you don't have enough knights, is that the horsemen will chain you down. So you really need to have a bigger massive knights, so that if once you get the space away from the spearmen, you can turn and fight the horsemen with your knights. Now he's just gonna slowly kill these knights as you run across the map. But you have so much on gold and you're not making enough knights, and once again I think the archer's just gonna die to the longbow, the spearmen just gonna
that's what I was saying with macro management mistake. I still have 12 on gold and 12 on wood. I should have like 18 on food right now.
die to longbows. I'd rather you just do pure.
And stone, I wanted to do second TC, but quickly realized that my opponent was going 1 TC only, so I should have just let go of the stone and put them in food instead.
Knights and archers. You need to go pop the scout up here. Okay. Why are we getting stone for the towers? Is it stone for the towers? Why are we getting stone? You need food, my man. Look how much food you have. You're adding farms. Nice micro, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you. This is only because of League of Legends. You know, the right click A, you know, League of Legends. You just move and do A attack move. That's kind of where it comes from.
Oh, he just got that. Man. The lack
A lot of longbows.
Killing you. Because once you kill those spears, 3 or 4 knights wipe these longbows, and those are olive oil longbows. So those take time for him to get. That would have been huge for you if you had done that. Instead, now he is keeping his longbows alive, which is his most important unit at this point. I am honestly not a huge fan of this much stone. You've gathered 380 stone for what purpose? You've 1,200 gold for what purpose? It's because you didn't focus on the resource you need, which is food. More knights win this. Here's the thing, if you make spearmen, just getting knights and archers, you'll probably win it. Having a few spearmen's fine, but like the lack of knights is what's killing you here, and the eco decisions you made is what's really killing you here. You went to berries, which is
so eco and knight prediction, those 2 points is really what lost me the game. Yeah. So this is the only point I had when I did my own review of this game during my live stream. This is what I note during my review, but he pointed out a couple more things that's actually really helpful. So like when I was harassing here and I got chased down, I should have micro better, and the berry here, it's one thing I didn't know. So now that I know, when I play against Byzantine player now, I'm always looking for the berries. I think it's the same with the, is it like Abbasid dynasty that has something kind of the same, like they gather berries quickly or something like that. I don't quite remember, but I think it's Abbasid that you have to focus their berry too. But yeah.
is the worst food source, onto farms, which is the second worst food source, and
That's one thing I didn't know too. At that point of the game, that farms is actually one of the lowest gather rates.
costs wood.
For food.
So now you have no food for units when you have deer, berries, deer, boar. And if
Yeah.
you're afraid of getting raided while this is happening, do 5-5. So like a tower, 5 villagers. A tower, 5 villagers. Put 8 villagers, 2 towers.
That's actually a pretty good point too, because I have a lot of wood. So I could easily just go out on the map, put 5 on each resources, build a tower, and if I get raided, just put the villagers in the tower and you're safe. I mean, he's gonna raid me with what at that point? He can't be raiding me with 2 large army from both sides at this point of the game with everything you just lost here.
The point being is, and then you could wall from this to this, and that cancels out this side.
I do
then
wall it eventually,
You're
but
good.
it's later in the
point
game.
being is, also you could do mills on the shoreline fish, which are very, very good food resource. But going to farms this early is so killer for your ecos, French, because you need so much food, and him forcing you off of knights is exactly what he wants. Now you're a much weaker civ in comparison, and this all stems from after you first made archers, it took you too long. You were chasing him around, trying to your eco advantage is nice though. You have 14 more vills, so he's been struggling to make vills. So you're actually doing okay. If you can just beat this massive longbows, you're fine. If you have this much gold, drop a market and buy stuff with the gold.
That's one big thing too. I still to this day sometimes forget completely about markets, and French are their trading is actually pretty good because they have some upgrade for their traders, and they have a landmark for their traders. If you want feudal, you can either go School of Cavalry or Chamber of Commerce. I think I just remember it because it's cock. That's all I remember. So it's either cock or School of Cavalry. And yeah, so trading with French could be actually pretty good, but I always forget about it.
Because you have so much gold. You have enough gold as if you're making knights out of 2 stables, but you're not. You're barely making knights at all. But anyway, as I was saying,
No
the
unit
second
queue.
you
Still
reached
no
a
unit
tower,
queue.
You should just make 3 archers, made a tower, took this gold back, bid on this gold, and then just
You
make
guys
your
can't
knights.
see, but
And then immediately crossing
if
and
I
attacking.
move
You have
this
chance
a
to
little
push them
bit,
off berries really early there.
still no
You
unit
missed it.
queued here.
Always push them off berries.
No unit queued here. Yeah, that's one thing I forget a lot about, I guess.
But you're actually not in an awful spot. Just protect your vills and mass up. You need knights so badly. What are we doing? What are we doing? You just let.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, man. Please tell me you're going on the deer. I'm watching your camera here. You're not moving. No, not Spearman Knights. He is only ranged right now.
I guess my thinking was I have so much wood, I can go to farm. I need food. I can go to farm. Totally forgot about the deer pack, the berries, the boar, and stuff like that.
So you're gonna make farms like this.
Keep in mind, this game was during my first week of learning AoE 4.
Come right in the TC so they're safer. These are outside TC range. Put them right here. I don't know what you want to protect the spot here. Just put the farms here. Have them safe. Get survival techniques when you're on deer. My man, just drop a market. Drop a market and buy some food. Buy. I still don't know what you got the stone for. Was it for a second TC?
It was. That was my plan at first.
I want 2 more stables here. I want pure knights. You're queuing 2 knights at a time. Pure knights. Pure knights. Now we're getting on food. This is a lot better. Get survival techniques. 1 knight to go. Yeah. Go scout. Go scout. You don't look at what he's doing. This is not an amazing army. I'm telling you, man, just mass knights, enough archers to start killing the spears, and you win this. The second TC. Okay, if you're gonna do second TC, you gotta play super conservative, so you can get the second TC up and pumping. What's building the second TC? No, do not build the second TC with 3 units, with 3 villagers. Build the second TC with 10 villagers. You want to get that thing up quickly. Second, you're aging up. Make units. He's been making units attacking you. You're going to age up. Here's how I know what's going to happen. You're going to age up. He's going to attack you. You're going to die because you don't have enough units.
Exactly what's going to happen, actually.
You had so many resources. Spend them. Make units. Make more production. Just keep making units. Especially if you're going to drop a second TC, don't age up as you're dropping a second TC. Either drop the second TC and make units, or age up and make units. Now you have no units, and you know he's been aggressive. He's probably making more. Like, go scout. Before dropping the age up, go scout first. Is he making a lot of units? If so, you need to make units. But, oh man. Oh man. Oh, here he comes. You're just not spending your resources. You're floating 1,000 wood, you're floating 1,000 gold. Your goal should always be spending your resources. Spend your resources. Yeah, I just threw the knights away.
And those ram from Byzantine fought me hard. I didn't know what they were doing, and you kind of saw when I got close with my archers. I wanted to start chipping down his army, but he was like throwing fire at the palisade, and he was actually dealing damage to my archers too. So I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is that AoE damage? I mean, crazy. It was crazy for me.
Yep, it's a lot of longbows. And that's kind of the goal of Byzantine, is never lose your mercenaries, keep building up a mass of them, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
This is also why going to spearmen is such a...
It killed like 2 villagers right there.
Tough move here.
Those rams, man. And I don't have enough unit, and I just tapped
Here's
out.
a commitment difference. This is the example of committing versus not committing. This man committed to fighting Union Feudal. He committed to it. He spent his resources. He got an army. He lost multiple engagements, still kept pushing, made another army and pushed. You did not commit to anything. You didn't commit to really fighting. You didn't really commit to a second TC. You didn't really commit to castle. You did a little bit of everything, and that's why you lost. You gotta commit to something. And often, if you don't know what to do, the easiest thing to commit to is units.
Exactly what I was saying. Since my plan A went to shit because I got harassed early, I just lost control and I didn't know what to do. So I didn't have any game plan. I didn't switch to any game plan because I didn't know any other game plan than School of Cavalry, harass, because I'm French, you know. So yeah, pretty insightful. Thank you, Papercut, for this review.
Because if you were making a lot of units and he went castle, you could attack and probably kill him because he doesn't have units. So just make units and stick to your power units, your knights. I hope you found that helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. And anyone watching, good luck on your games.
Yeah, that was pretty helpful actually. A lot of great points, and like I said, I did struggle a lot this game. After this game, I had a couple other games where I struggled a lot. I got one game where I got White Tower rushed, and I didn't know what to do again against that. I scouted my opponent's base. I noticed that he wasn't making any unit, and I tried to do like knights, archer, like the usual, and start harassing and stuff. But he was able to. I don't know how I did not see that, but he moved like 30 villagers from his base to my base, and he built a white tower, like right beside my town center. And I was just like, okay, what the fuck is that? I'm not having any kind of fun. I'm not learning anything. I just did like Alt F4. I honestly quit the game that day and didn't play for 2 days, I think, because I was just like on learning mode. So I watched a lot of videos and then I came back, and that's what we're gonna go watch right now. For Twitch listeners, we're gonna go do another review for my game that actually got me to another rank. And yeah, that was it. So thanks again, thanks Papercut again for reviewing this. Actually really helpful, and it will help me keep improving, I think, at the game. So YouTube, see you guys another time. You'll have the video following in the next days or so. Twitch, stay tuned, we're going to go review another game. All right, have a great day everyone.